Welcome back to my channel. Today we are looking at a video on photosynthesis. We'll define and look at the stages of photosynthesis. Now, photosynthesis is a term used in plants and it is derived from two words, photo and synthesis. Photo means light and synthesis means making complex compounds from simple materials. And therefore, to define photosynthesis, we have to combine the two terms, photo and synthesis. So photosynthesis is defined as the process by which plants make complex food substances from simple materials by using light. There are so many ways people define photosynthesis. This is the major one, but other people like to say, so I can say all. Another way you can define photosynthesis is the process by which plants make their own food by use of light. So that is the simple way on how to define photosynthesis. We are making complex food materials from simple substances by use of light. So we want to see these simple substances. What are they? And to be able to say what they are, we talk about the raw materials. So let us look at the raw materials that are required, or materials that are required during photosynthesis. So the first one is a gas, which is carbon dioxide, written as CO2. We have water, H2O. We also have to have light. So this is the light energy. There's sunlight. When there's sunlight, we have light. And lastly, we have to have chlorophyll. This is a green pigment in plants. And this pigment helps to absorb the light energy. We have seen the raw materials for photosynthesis. The first thing we start with is looking at the general equation for photosynthesis. We said we have carbon dioxide. We react that with water in the presence of light energy. So we have to have light, and we need to have chlorophyll to be able to absorb that light. We are going to get a glucose molecule, which is a carbohydrate, and oxygen gas. So to balance, we are going to have 6 carbon, oxygen here we have 12. Let us go to hydrogen first. We get 6, 12, 12. And then oxygen, these are 12 plus 6, 18. 6, so we have 6 here, so that we get 12, we get 18. Now, this process does not occur in one process the way I've written, and therefore, let us look at the stages of photosynthesis. We have said that photosynthesis does not occur in one equation. We have stages. The first stage is what we call the light stage, also called the light dependent stage. In this stage, what happens is chlorophyll absorbs light that is used to split water into hydrogen atom and oxygen gas in a process called photolysis. So we have water molecule being broken into hydrogen atom and oxygen gas. We need to balance this equation, so we have to make sure that we have 2 oxygen, we put 2 there, we end up with 4 hydrogen atoms. So this is released into the atmosphere, and some of it can be used for the process of respiration in the plant itself. This goes to the second stage, which we are going to mention in a bit. This process occurs in the presence of light and chlorophyll, and therefore some light that is absorbed is going to be used to split water. The remaining light energy is going to be converted into what we call chemical energy. And the chemical energy in this scale is called adenosine triphosphate. Normally in biology we will hear of ATP, the adenosine triphosphate. So this is going to be used in the second stage, stage 2, and the hydrogen atom will also go to the second stage, stage 2. So let us look at the stage 2. The second stage of photosynthesis is called the dark stage, also called light independent stage. A point to note, saying that it is dark stage does not mean that it occurs at night. Photosynthesis occurs during the day when we have light, and therefore also the dark stage is going to occur during the day. But we call it dark stage because it will proceed whether light is present or not. Now, dark stage occurs in the stroma of the chloroplasts. The previous stage, which was the light stage, occurs in the grana, and therefore the product that we had, the ATP as well as the hydrogen atom, they move from the grana and enter the stroma, because in the stroma is where we have some enzymes. So the dark stage occurs in the stroma where we have some enzymes. So in dark stage, the hydrogen atom from the light stage combines with carbon 4 oxide in a series of enzyme controlled reactions. So hydrogen atom formed from the first stage will combine with carbon 4 oxide here in the presence, or in the reaction is going to occur in the presence of enzymes. So we have carbon 4 oxide reacted with the 4 hydrogen atoms we got from the first stage. We are going to get a simple carbohydrate, which is written as CH2O2, and we are going to get water. This is an intermediate product that will undergo further reactions to produce other carbohydrates like glucose. Glucose can be directly used by the plant cells in the process of respiration, and it can be further converted into starch, and starch is going to be stored in the plant cells. Apart from carbohydrates, other things that can be formed, we have amino acids, and we also have fatty acids. So these products are then going to be consumed by other organisms like animals, and therefore we consider plants to be producers. Plants are considered to be producers because they are the ones that are going to make the food, and that food is going to be used by animals. So that is the process of photosynthesis, the definition as well as the stages, and we have looked at the raw materials. In another video, we can look at the chloroplasts and the adaptations of the leaf to help the plant to carry out the process of photosynthesis. Thank you for watching.